What's going on, y'all? So I've been waiting a few days to see if the sales would hit a little bit higher on the PC port of Spider-Man 2, but it turns out that the reviews are only getting worse and that the sales only went up just a little bit. So this year for Sony has just been terrible. We got all those live service games canceled. We see that they're pulling out the Demon Souls PC port, the GT7 port. There's some cracking going on with this game because the port is just bad. And the reviews, as you see right here, Spider-Man 2 PC port receives harsh Steam reviews, ranking among lowest PlayStation launches, but Spider-Man 1 didn't do that. Nixus did the port, but if it's supposed to be your IP, you should be making sure that PC receives the highest quality, right? And while all those haters over there on the Ponyland were sitting over there saying Xbox is dead, look at what happened in the next 4 weeks after that. And then the amazing lineup that Microsoft launched for 2025. And then not only did they launch that, they continued Shadow Drop Ninja Gaiden Remake. And then it had Ninja Gaiden 4 announced, which was greenlit by Phil Spencer, and it was his idea. And then he shared it with PlayStation. And, they shared Ninja Gaiden 2, and they got Forza on the way, right? Supposedly Gears as well. Indiana Jones coming as well. And you just see what Microsoft is doing as a publisher, as a content creator. uh, and what they're doing uh, for their community and for other communities. And you see what Sony's doing over here. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Pony, sit down. You need to get back in line again. Because I have a feeling you're getting ready to type something. I'm going to go ahead and tell you to sit down. Well, let's take a look at this. These are some of the first problems that people are talking about. One, we see 11,000 in game. This is the peak. 28,189, so it flopped. Spider-Man 2, man, right? It's supposed to be at like 100 something thousand at least, right? You would be like, oh man, it hit 200,000, you know what I mean? Like that's what you would like expect, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be like their biggest IP, and it's a major Marvel game. So Marvel succeeding everywhere else. Look at Marvel Rivals, right? Man, you don't want to see those numbers. And the funny thing that I find is that they try to talk smack about Starfield, right? But yet Starfield was on Game Pass, right? And it hit 330,000. Yeah, we saw that. Right? Now I was pulling up some other games over here just to check. Forza 5 hit 81,000, right? Let's go back to Spider-Man 2. It's not looking good. So, going over to Twitter, this guy says, be playing Spider-Man 2 on a PC or bin. We know what he said. It's not politics, it's okay. Does anyone know how to fix whatever is happening with the visuals here? We got some PS2 pixels here? Damn, man. This guy over here says same problem. Man, I think Nintendo can do a better job on this with the Switch having it running, or maybe having some competitions. And look at that happening. The port was not well done, and they still launched it. Look at that. That's not looking crystal clear. We go down here a little bit. Just bought Spider-Man 2 on PC. I guess the curse continues. There was problems with PSSR 2 last year as well. It's kind of been like a trend after, like, I guess they launched Astrobot, which didn't even sell 2 million or whatever. Um, it just started to go to hell for Sony. Ponies, accept the truth and relax. Don't you get out of line now and get mad. Start throwing rainbows at me. Now let's go over here and look at some of these comments. If they aren't going to put the work into these, then what's the effing point? I'm surprised because M4G is Ponyland and they overlike. I mean, they'll like Nintendo stuff too, but if Xbox stuff comes in, oh man, they download everything. That's what I say with the ponies. Like they'll come in here, you'll say something intelligent, right? And they'll all download it, and then like you'll get like a few upvotes. Say they can say the dumbest stuff in the world, they're all upvoted. But there's more people coming on now. There's a momentum changing a little bit, but even then. So this guy, he says that, and As of now, Marvel Spider-Man 2 has received around 4,000 reviews on Steam, also 57% which are positive. I don't quite understand how they don't have a dedicated studio for PC ports. I get it's difficult for PC ports, but girl, he gets 5 downvotes. I like that. I don't quite understand how they don't have a dedicated PC port. They do. Spider-Man 2 is optimized for PC by Nix's software, which is one of the best in the market. For the sake of comparison, Marvel Spider-Man Remaster scores 94.48%, 107K reviews. And I think there's also some political stuff that people probably didn't like. And just in general, Sony's at that time compared to now, totally different. And a lot of people are disliking them a lot. Like they're getting bad rep. I see. Why do you think recent PlayStation ports are kind of problematic? He asked us a question now downvoted. They're like that, by the way. It gets worse than that. Another big PlayStation first party game underperforming on Steam due to incompetence. No pre orders, no pre download, no marketing, no review copies sent to gaming outlets. It's true. Sony restructuring its chain of command yet again at the same time that Ted Price retired is telling. This reeks of Herman Host's poor management of PlayStation first party studios. I wouldn't be surprised if he just forced Spider Man 2 to be released against Ted Price's will to meet Marvel's investors' deadline. No wonder why he would no longer be calling the shots. From now on, we'll have to report directly to his former equal CEO and colleague, Hideaki Nishino. And look at it, he gets 30 downvotes. This is what I mean. He spoke the truth. What he said was absolutely correct. And this is the problem. A company's not going to improve if you just keep buying all their stuff. That's why I like the PC community because they're intelligent. They're not accepting that bad port. And they're slamming Sony. But the ponies will eat that all up. They're not going to improve if you just kiss their ass, overgas them, only say positive things, and just bash the competitor. Then you're just being incorporated little monsters to them. And you're their little puppets, and they can do whatever they want, and you're just gonna bite and eat it up. Ponies are like that, and you can't say nothing. You can't constructively criticize Sony because now is the time to criticize them more than anybody in the entire industry, and it's their turn now, and these people can't handle it. They get mad, and they'll run back in the past, or they'll start talking about hardware sales, and it's like, are you not facing reality though? Do we not see where the problem's at? Like if we went into a meeting board and I called up all the Sony, you know, people, executives, publishers, CEOs, VP, vice presidents, and in the room immediately said, "There's some problems that we need to improve on. So what do we need to improve on? Am I just going to only look at hardware?" Says, "Oh, we're okay on hardware. Everything is okay. Just keep doing that." Yeah, Microsoft is improving in all those categories they need to be criticized on when they were already criticized and now they turn around and improve. You kind of get what I'm saying here, but they don't look at it like that. It has to be, oh, let's just go back to getting back in our comfortable thought patterns and let's go ahead and bash Xbox still. And let's keep the dumb mantra saying going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like I tell people, I know the mistakes Microsoft made. You think nobody knows? The whole world knew for 10 straight years. Now it's Sony's turn. What, you can't do that? Yeah, grow up. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So he says, wait, they were equal CEOs, but is it only host's fault? Dude, why you think he got demoted? It's not just him. Also, it was the CEO that also got removed and replaced. It was both of them because he's the one that put Jim Ryan there and got rid of Sean Layden and removed Shuhei Yoshida. If you don't know about that, look into that. I got a video on that. So, we're sitting over here being professional over here. You know what I mean? Being intelligent over here and giving people the entertainment. Sit down. Smoking you right now. Can't handle it. The mirror has turned. Karma is here. Accept it. I game on all platforms too, but that don't mean that I'm finna sit there and act like PlayStation is doing well when it's not. It's actually disappointing more than it's ever been in history. So, yeah, we need to get on that. That's why I'm making this content like this, and I'm going in and giving credit to the Xbox community. They also supported me. I appreciate that as well. And who else has supported me? The PC community and probably other communities too. And real people that are over on the PlayStation side that realize that they're disappointed and they want to see better. You know what I mean? Like that's bad. You know what I mean? No. Right. That's why we need real content creators here getting on the camera, you know, being professional, right? Telling people how it is. But going down to some more of these comments here. Spider-Man 2, 26,044 all-time peak. What did you say about Returnal? 6,691. Ratchet, 8,757. That wasn't a good port either. There's been lots of bad ports. People don't talk about that. They've made so many mistakes. VR2 is failing. No, they probably did what they could about that. And it's not like they did a bad job. It's like there's no market for that. But you know what I mean? Putting games at $69.99, saying you were going to do from the ground up on PlayStation 5, all of those live service cancels, right? Horizon Lego, that failed. That's the first game you want to put multi-platform, but that fell off. Concord flopped. I mean, do you see all these mistakes that they're making? Right? And yet, when you do that, they can't handle that you're saying it. It's the truth. I'm not making up anything. I'm telling you exactly what's happening, what needs to be improved upon. I think they're moving around positions. So he spoke the truth. He gets 5 downvotes. This is how N4G is, by the way. 12K peak for Indiana Jones. See, look, here he comes again. He starts to say something about Indiana Jones. Stalker 2 had. Hold on. Whoa. You know what's so funny, too? Is that they're on Game Pass to play for free, but Sony's games are not. Watch this. We're going to talk about Stalker 2, which was also on Game Pass, right? What is he talking about? Stalker 2 hit 121,000. That wasn't on PlayStation. Starfield hit 330K. Forza hit almost 100,000. Indiana Jones was on Game Pass. But once again, the Microsoft games are doing better. So what do we talk about here? We're just looking at stats and look at that. Shut your punk ass up. Nice try. I had to pull the stats up on him. Sit down. Now put these ponies in their place. You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, Stalker was on Game Pass, yet they still supported it. This is a good game. And those devs deserve that. You know what I mean? I beat Stalker 2. It was a great game. Fucking loved it. So going over here, the PC port for Spider-Man 2 has received harsh reviews on Steam. With great port comes great responsibility. And y'all, I'm talking like it's because I caught a bit of a winter cold a bit. And it was bad yesterday or day before. I'm a lot better now though, because I always take care of myself so I can heal very fast. But do some additional stuff. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'm manning this up. You know what I mean? This is what we do. I'm still giving y'all content over here. That's why I only did one video yesterday. I was like, oh man, I need to lay down. I feel like shit. You know what I mean? I haven't worked out in 3 days. Yeah, man. And now with that shit, I just don't feel like it. But getting back to this, won't recommend it now with the amount of graphical issues, bugs, and crashes. A lot of people saying it's crashing a lot too. So you already saw people talking about the graphical issues. He says the same thing here. Another Steam user criticized Insomniac Games and Nexus Software for releasing a port that, in their view, isn't finished or optimized for PC. So we kind of get the point here, right? Sony has to step their game up, man. Look, I'm telling you, if Nintendo ever released a game on PC, it would be meta. They will make sure they're working with people. They're throwing their IP around like and letting somebody else do it. No, you should have got involved with it and make sure it's right. Definitely a Marvel IP, right? Why is Marvel letting this happen? Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh? So there we go. Had to highlight this. Wanted to let people know what's going on with this. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, Xbox, Microsoft, y'all doing a great job. Sony, you're doing poor. And Nintendo is about to take off when they show up. Watch that direct in April. Watch the Switch 2 sales. It's going down. PC's only getting better too. That's what we got to say about that. Speaking facts over here. All right, y'all. Peace out.